All right, so for tibia cars, these can be done in a variety of positions. For the sake of where most people tend to start, I'm going to demonstrate seated, but know that the combination of swiveling action that I'll be talking about in a second, paired with flexion and extension of the knee, will be something that you can do and want to be able to do in a freestanding position without manual assist from the hands as well. That said, for starters, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my working knee at about a 90-degree angle, or at least an angle that allows me to sit comfortably. If you need something behind your back, that's totally fine. From here, I'm going to flex my foot up, keeping my heel down on the ground, and I'm going to see from about my second toe up through my foot and up through my shin, there's going to be this continuous line. You'll find your bone, shin bone if you will, and the muscle that wraps around it. You're going to want to keep that second toe, this line up the foot, and this line up the shin bone up to your patella, your kneecap, all in one line. From here, there are two bony protrusions on each side of the knee. You can do a little poking and feeling around, but just know that if you were to grab that whole area just below your kneecap, and you were to feel rotation happening, then it's a good chance you're doing it correctly as a baseline. That said, you can pinpoint and find the bony protrusions sticking out on the inside and outside of the knee. One is a little farther back towards the calf. With that in mind, I'm going to keep my ankle flexed. Nothing else is moving. I might even tension this other leg here. And I'm going to start to slowly swivel, and notice that my foot is moving in accordance with this line here. So my hand, you see where my fingers are right here, it's going to be moving with that foot and shin because the whole thing is swiveling together. Now note that internal rotation, this direction here, is a little harder than external rotation for most people. The range of motion here is generally unimpressive, and that's okay. We just want to be getting as much as we can while keeping control. What we'll often see is that we will run into a block, and then the foot will keep moving. That's your ankle doing a little extra. It makes it look good, but you're not actually getting anything out of the target zone, which is related to the tibia and where it inserts into the knee. So keeping that in mind, reset, nice and tight, smooth, controlled swivels. From here, you can change the angle of your knee. So instead of being here, we can close down the ankle joint. For weightlifters or people who spend time in a deep squat, this can be very helpful because you're controlling torque that's going through the knee in a deep squat position. It's also helpful to be able to have more range of control with a more open knee. When you do open the knee, just note your thigh will want to swivel. That's your hip trying to do the work. Make sure that it's not the ankle, it's not the hip, it's right here at the knee where you're creating this rotation action. From here, we can start to change it a little bit. You're going to hold your leg up. You can wrap an arm, you can wrap a hand, whatever feels comfy. We're going to rotate, start to straighten, rotate back, bring it down. Rotate, start to straighten, rotate, bring it back down. We can also reverse this pattern, start to create slightly smoother, slightly bigger reaches and circles. Note that again, you only go as fast as you can control, so generally that means we're starting very slow, very controlled.